Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I am sharing with you I'm renaming it. So I used to call it the Biweekly makeup basket, but it actually turns out it's pretty much semi-monthly because I'm posting a video at the beginning of the month and then one right around the middle of the month to share with you what I'm going to be using for that like 15 days or so. So today I am sharing what I'm going to be using for the second half of September. So I am adding in a bunch of products because I have a ton that are really close to being done. So because I've got so much to cover, let's go ahead and jump on in. For starters, you guys know that I have been really focused on using this IT Cosmetics CC cream. My shade is in medium and I've been using this just about every day, but I've got a couple of important events coming up. So for starters, my birthday is in 3 days from when I'm filming this. So I am hoping that, you know, we're going to be able to go out to someplace nice and maybe have a nice dinner, and I'm going to want a little bit more than a CC cream. And also next week, so in about 10 days or so, I have a really important conference for work, and that's going to be a 2-day conference. So I know that I'm going to be wanting something more than just the IT Cosmetics. So I'm going to go back to this pairing, and this is the Becca, the Backlight Priming Filter, and then I'll be topping that with my NARS foundation. This is the All Day Luminous Weightless foundation and my shade is in Fiji. I also have 2 concealers that I'm going to be working on. So you have seen this in the last several baskets. This is the Well People BioCorrect Concealer and my shade is in Light. I showed this a few days ago and I'm so close to being done. You can see my little mark is right there. So if I am able to finish this up, then I am going to move on to using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer and my shade is Medium 19 Cool. Well, I say my shade. This is the shade that I was sent by, I think this was in Sephora Play. So I don't know if this is actually the correct shade for my under eyes or not. So I'm going to try this out after I finish the Well People, but if it's not a good under eye shade for me, then I'm going to move on to something that's actually going to work. I also have 2 powders and here's where we mix it up a little bit as well. So I've been using the Cover FX Translucent Light Setting Powder for a few weeks now, and I'm using that just to set my under eye concealer, and I really love this one. It's nice and lightweight, and I'm just really enjoying it. But what I picked up in the 21 Days of Beauty was this gem. This is by Becca, and this is the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder, and let me tell you, this is awesome. Like I said, I picked it up in the 21 Days of Beauty, so I've only been using it really for about a week now, but it's really nice, and this is the only loose setting powder that I have right now, so I'm gonna be using this one for a while. Next, we've got some color products, and of course I'm sticking with this bronzer. This is the Clinique True Bronzer in shade 02 Sunkissed. I'm just working away at it. I do have my 2 blushes that I have been working on forever. This one is the cream blush. It's by Sephora. It's shade number 01 All Smiles. And then I am topping that with the Studio Makeup Blush in Sahara. So this is a beautiful kind of a dusty, like a rosy bronze, and this is what I wear every day to top off that cream blush, and I'm really enjoying it. I do have 2 highlighters that I'm using currently. One is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Lunch Money, and then I also have this Tarte highlighter, and this is in Exposed. Okay, so next we've got eyes and lips, guys, and this is where you're really gonna see where I mentioned I have thrown in a ton of new products to give myself some options. So my old standby, I'm still working through the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. This is not like a holy grail or anything for me, it's just what I happen to be using, and I really want to use it up by the end of the year so I can finally move on to something different. I'm also still using this Benefit Gimme Brow in shade number 3. I feel like this is getting close to the end, so I'm pretty sure that it will still last through the remainder of the month, but hopefully at the beginning of October, I'll have another eyebrow product to share with you. Alright, now let's talk about some pencils. So I had mentioned last time that I only had black and I wanted to give myself some options. I still have black as my liquid liner. This is typically what I use on just my top lid. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. And the other black one that I have is this Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. I don't know what the shade name is, but it is black. Maybe that's the shade name. I also have this IBY Beauty liner in Navy Pearl. So let me see. I'm hoping that you can see this. It's a really beautiful color, but it's very thin, so it's like a very precise line. So it takes a little bit of effort if you really want to like smudge it out or something. And the last eyeliner that I'm going to be using, this is Teaspoon by ColourPop. And let me tell you guys something. I had mentioned that I was ordering this and I wasn't really sure if I was going to like it or not, because the last ColourPop eyeliner that I had was super dry and it like tugged on my lower lash line. And I did admit that I had had that liner for I think a couple of years, and so it was probably just user error. I think I just left it in my collection too long and it dried out. So I know they have reformulated, so I wanted to give that new formula a try. I love this liner, and I don't mean for this to turn into like a full review or anything like that, but it's super simple to use and it's a beautiful color and I really, really love it. So I am excited to have this one in my makeup basket for this next 2 weeks. So this last item is actually, it's not an eyeliner, but it is an eye crayon. This is by the brand Beauty Basics and it's in the shade Sahara Gold. So what I have been using this for, this is in, I think, Throwback 30. And what I've been using this for is just an inner corner highlight and then to just get a little bit on my lid there. And I like it okay. It's not super impactful, so I'm trying to figure out some other way to use it. I don't know if I need to like lay this down and then put like a glitter eyeshadow on top of it so it gives it a little bit more of a pop, but I am wanting to just go ahead and use it. So I'm gonna have this one in my basket for the next couple of weeks. And I am back to using just one mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I am really, really liking this, and so this is the only one that I'm using currently. Now for the last couple of months, I have told you guys that I'm working on 2 palettes. This ColourPop Element of Surprise is in my Throwback 30, and my goal for the year is to use every shade in this palette. I will have an update on Throwback 30 later in, I think that's coming next week, so in like a few days. And so this palette, the Pure Cosmetics Soiree Diaries, is still my only Pan That palette for the year. I'm going to take a break on Element of Surprise because I'm really, really wanting to focus on this Soiree Diaries palette. So this is going to be the only palette that I'm using from now until the end of September. And finally, we have lip products, and like I said, I'm throwing in a few options here. So first off, I have 2 lip balms, and that might seem silly to some of you, but this one I typically take on the go with me, and then this one I just have on my bedside table. So I am taking with me the Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean Lip Balm. I'm super, super close to being done with this one, and it's okay, but it's certainly not a favorite of mine. And then the one that I have on my bedside table currently is the Blistex. This is just a regular, I don't know, old-fashioned, it's been around forever, and you can actually see that this one is pretty close to being done as well. I am giving myself a couple of options for neutrals. So first off, the combo that I'm wearing on my lips today, I am so close to being done with this, guys. So what I'm doing is I have put this in the basket. I am probably going to be focused on this for the next several days because, like I said, these are also in Throwback 30, and so what I would love to do is be able to finish these up before I have to film that update for you. So stay tuned in the next few days to see how I do with these, but for right now they are going in the basket. it. This is the Sephora liner in Nothing But Nude, and then this is the Too Faced, what is this called? The Lip Injection, and the shade is Milkshake. So again, this is the combo that I'm wearing on my lips today, and I have been loving it. It's super neutral, super easy to wear with pretty much anything, and it's also really comfortable. So hopefully I'll be able to finish off that combo, and then I'm gonna move back on to the NARS Rakugian. This is just the regular lip pencil that pretty much everyone has and pretty much everyone has panned. You can see I'm really close to being done with that one too, so maybe I'll be able to finish off all of those products in this month. I've got two for a pop of color. This first one is Bite Beauty Tangerine, and this is my neon orange that I have decided that I'm gonna continue to pan. And it's getting really close to, okay, so let me show you. So that's actually all of the actual lipstick that's still there. So I'm very, very hopeful that I am able to finish that one off very soon. And then I also have the Bite Red Velvet, which is my very favorite red, as you all know. So guys, that's everything I have to share with you today. My tiny little co-star wanted to come join us. He just woke up from a nap, so I had to go run and grab him real quick. That's everything I've got to share with you. Thanks so much for joining me. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you will be focusing on for the second half of September, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye. Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. No? You a little camera shy all of a sudden? Bye guys.